All right, guys, this is Mr. H. I wanted to do hopefully it's a quick video on exponents and kind of as a review for you so that it'll help you with the assignments for this week. All right, first thing, the learning targets are, I can explain what an exponent is, I can explain what the base is, I can also explain what exponents do. All right, so that's what you should be able to do at the end of this. I'm going to start by this. Multiplication is just repeated addition. So if I have 3 times 5, that tells you that you're going to take 3 and you're going to add it 5 times to each other, right? That's what multiplication is. It's just a shorthand way to do repeated addition. Similarly, exponents are just a way to indicate how many times to multiply the base times itself. So the base is the 3, the 5 is the exponent. It's telling you that you're going to multiply 3 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's very similar to multiplication, except multiplication is repeated addition. Exponents indicate repeated multiplication. That's all we're doing. Now, just to go back over, the base is what's down below and the exponent is what's up high, right? Now, another name for exponent is the power. So this could be 5 to the 3rd power. And what the exponent does is it tells you how many times to multiply the base times itself. So this says 3, so we're going to do 5 times 5 times 5, 3 times, which is 125. All right, next. All right, so when we're doing, when we're using the exponent rule, right, we could do it the long way, which is, this is saying we need 3/8, we're going to multiply together. And this is saying we need 4 more 8s, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 3, this is 4, so this is going to be 8 to the 7th power. So you can do that just using the exponent rules and just putting it all there. That takes too long. The easy way to see is that when you do the product, you're just going to take these 2 exponents and add them together to get 7. So in this example here, we got a 3, we got a -6. So you keep the base and then you add the exponents to each other. So this is going to be 5 to the -3rd power, and we're done. I'm going to show you how to get rid of negative exponents in a second, but for now, that's what we're doing. Now let's go back over. Okay, now quotient division. When you see division, again, you can write out, you can use the exponent rule and write out 6 is 8 times on the top, and then do 3 times on the bottom, and then cancel. So let me show you that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to put multiplications in between them. And then on the bottom, I'm going to do, there's 3. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. And now you can cancel 3 of them since they're on the top and the bottom, and you're left with 5. Now, you can do that, but it's easier if you know the division rule. And basically it says whatever's on the bottom you subtract from the top. So 8 minus 3 is 5. Okay, let's go. All right, so this one, now if there's no exponent, you put a 1 there. So this is going to be 5. 8 minus 1 is going to be 7. This one is going to be 7, and then you got 4 minus 5. So it's going to be 4 minus 5, which is equal to a -1. That's your answer. Next, okay, power rule. Now, power rule is an exponent that's raised to another exponent. So an exponent raised to a power in the sky. You take the 2 exponents and you multiply. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these 2 numbers and we're just going to multiply them. So 4 times 2 is 8. So this is going to be 6 to the 8th power. This, same thing. You got 5 is the base, and you're going to multiply 2 times 3, that's 6. So 5 to the 6th power. Now, if you wanted to check it, you could very easily do it. Let me erase this and show you how I would check it if you want to make sure you're doing it right. So since this is a 3 here, we're going to take 5 squared, that's 1. And then we're going to do another 5 squared, that's the second one. And then we got 1 more that we're supposed to do. That would be 3, right? So now that I've got those, I can take this, and now it's just a product. So 5 squared times 5 squared times 5 squared. You just add the exponents. That's the rule, and that's what you would do. So this would be 5 to the 6th power. Again, 6, you just multiply the 2 exponents. Let's move it. power rule. Now, like for this, you don't want to have to write 8 24 times. You don't want to have to multiply. All you're going to do is multiply the two exponents. So it's going to be 8 24 times 3, which is 8. 25 times 3 is 75. Take 3 away. That's going to be 72. So this is going to be 8 to the 72nd power. All right, now, 2 more rules. But before I do that, make sure you can only multiply things that have the same base, all right? They have to have the same base. This doesn't work. If you have a different base, you can't use the exponent rule. They have to have the same base. That's true for the product and the quotient rule. All right, keep it moving. Here we have, when you see a negative exponent, so I'm going to put this over 1. So I haven't changed anything. I made it 5 to the negative 2 power over 1. So when you have a negative, all you're going to do is flip it over the 1 and switch it. So you're going to move the 1, make this red, move the 1 up here, and move the 5 halves down here, and you switch the side. So you flip it over 1, and then you switch the side. So if the negative exponent is in the numerator, you move it to the denominator, you switch the sign. If the negative exponent is in the denominator like this one, you're going to move it to the numerator, and then you're going to switch the side. And this 1 goes down here. It's always going to be either under 1 or over 1. That's the rule. Negative exponents, just flip it and switch. The last one is the power rule. Power rule just says anything to the 0 power is going to be 1. That's it. There's nothing fancy about this. It's just saying anything to the 0 power is going to be 1. 10 to the 0 is 1. 5 to the 0 is 1. Mr. H to the 0 is 1. 1,000,000 to the 0 is 1. That's the rule. That's it. Now, that's all you have to do. These are the 5 rules. If you can get those, you should be okay for the homework. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another quick video where I do a couple questions just to show you how to use them all together. All right, guys. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm going to sign off.